from Holistic Simplistic. I'm here to share with you another one of my great recipes for a quick and easy, simple recipe for dinner, under 30 minutes with 10 ingredients or less. This is an amazing recipe, super tasty. Your friends will definitely be impressed. I just want to jump in and get started. Just follow me along. I'm in my kitchen, and I hope that you're in yours. So hopefully you had time to grab your ingredients with the grocery list, and let's begin. So what we're cooking today is the baked shrimp with the tomato and feta sauce. It's a great mix, a blend of a little Greek and a little Italian. This is really more simple than the title leads to be, but let me get you guys started. First, we're going to start by, if I don't include any pasta in the ingredient list, but this definitely matches well with pasta. And if you did want to add pasta with this, now is the perfect time to put the water on and start that. Put it on the heat so it can begin to boil. But I'm actually not going to do any pasta for tonight. But if you did want to start that, then now is the time to do it. So first ingredients that we're going to start working with are the onion and garlic. You want to chop these up pretty fine and take off these layers. And make sure. Just a little technical issue here. Let's peel off these layers just a little bit. You don't want to have too many of the peel in the recipe. This is actually a shallot. It's just basically a small onion, so nothing too fancy, just a fancy name. Slice it up a little bit so it gives me a little bit more. Only going to need a little bit. I'm making a smaller portion for myself. I generally eyeball my ingredients in terms of measurement. So if you would just want to follow along with me in that terms, this is about maybe a tablespoon of onions once we get them chopped. So I'm just going to go in one direction, turn them around the other side, and chop them down the other side so they get a really nice, pretty small size. So let's turn on our heat. And we'll add a little bit of the olive oil, just a dash, just enough to cover the base of the pan. And my eyes are already going. It's emotional. So you'll see here just enough to cover the pan all the way around. And we'll put that on the heat. So now that we have our onions chopped, I'm going to put these on one side of my cutting board. And then I'm going to move on to the garlic. Garlic's pretty potent. It also has a little rind to peel off of it too. So I want to take this and just slice it, and it allows it to really get the cloves out. Garlic has several cloves to it, as you can see. So I'm just going to break apart 1 or 2 cloves. Garlic doesn't really need, you don't need too much garlic unless you're a big garlic fan, because it is a very potent ingredient. Really great for the blood. Definitely it's very fragrant and lots of flavor. So just want to cut off some of the ends of the clove, each of the ends. push that to the side. And just dice them. I like mine pretty small as well, so they melt into the recipe. Definitely feeling those onions. Cooking is emotional. So your oil should be heating up nicely now. Get some peels out of here. Great. Alright. So as you can see, that's just a little bit in terms of the amounts. These being the onions, these being the garlic. So we're just going to toss these into the pan and allow them to cook and become a little browned and nice and fragrant. So just going to clean up the excess. Great. And just mix that around. 2 to 3 minutes and they should be nice and brown. You'll start to smell the garlic and onion cooking up, so it's really a great base for what we're cooking here. Once these are browned, we will add the can of diced tomatoes. But while we're waiting for that, let's prepare some of the shrimp by deveining and cleaning and getting those prepared, because that will be the next step. So I'm just going to use a few shrimp. You can use as many as you like, depending on how much you have. This is great. These are browned up, really nice. Happens really quick with the onions and garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the can of the diced tomatoes in. And we're going to let this simmer down a little, just a little bit, about 5 minutes. And that allows the garlic and onion to really infuse with the tomatoes, really just making the sauce. So you're a little Italian now, and so am I. So let's go back to the shrimp, and we'll start to prepare the shrimp so that we can get these nice and clean. If you have the shrimp like this, with it still has the shell on, it needs to be peeled. So just start by peeling that off. You can use the knife to kind of assist you slicing it down. Be really careful. And just peel it off. You can leave the tails on. I prefer the tails off. And then we'll move that to the side. And you want to go right down the belly and make a nice cut inside there and clean out the remaining from the shrimp. And we'll move on here. We'll give them a quick rinse once we're done. It always helps. If you have frozen shrimp, you just want to keep it under a cold water. Don't want to have hot water because that will begin to cook the shrimp. Shrimp does cook at a moderately low temperature. It doesn't need to be super hot. So just make sure you keep it at a cold temperature. They will thaw. Takes just a few minutes. And then clean and devein them just as I am here. The shrimp is totally an option. You can use chicken as well. It would just take a little bit longer to cook. But that is a great option if you prefer chicken over shrimp. Sounds really delicious, pairs well. Or you could just stick with pasta, plain pasta. that is perfectly paired with the pasta sauce. Um, totally up to you and your preference. Alright, last one. You can see the sauce is actually bubbling now, so it looks like you need to give it a quick stir. Great. So let me give these shrimp a quick rinse so we get all the debris that is out of there. So we'll take these over to the sink and rinse them off quickly. And then we'll pat them dry quickly. Great. So these shrimps are prepared. Excellent. So now it looks like our pasta is, I'm sorry, our sauce has actually come to a great boil here. Let me move this over to the forefront, get a better look. And you'll really smell the garlic and the onions and everything mixing together. So at this point, we're going to add the shrimp. We're also going to add the feta cheese. About a third of a cup or 2/3 of a cup, depends on how big your portion is. I bought the pre-crumbled feta cheese, so just really want to give it, you know, just a little sprinkle in. Excellent. Little pepper. A little salt. We'll mix this around. And finally, we will add a little parsley. So I just want to give it, I just pinch it and, you know, and kind of dice it on my own here. No, feel free to mince it with a knife if you feel that suits you better. Now I know I said bake, but we actually don't have to put this in the oven. If it's easier for you, you can just put a cover on this and leave it on the stovetop, or you can put it in the oven for 475 for about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to cover it up and allow those shrimp to cook through thoroughly. So this will be cooking for about 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. You want to make sure those shrimps are nice and pink. You can also pair this with bread, nice fresh bread, garlic bread, the pasta. If you are going to be cooking the chicken, it may take a little bit longer. You might want to brown the chicken slightly before you put it in the sauce, just because chicken takes a little bit longer to cook. Totally up to you. It's an amazing pair. Oh, there's my assistant. Bailey's always looking for leftovers. This is also a great meal to make in large quantities so that you can have leftovers for lunch. You can also put it, you know, make it with shrimp, make it with pasta. You know, you can use it again and again. And I strongly recommend to make meals in large portions so that you have them for, you know, easy meal making for the following days. Just going to take a quick look at what we got here. Careful, this will be hot. Right. And as you can see, the shrimps are already starting to turn pink. Great color to the sauce. Beautiful. Another 3 to 4 minutes and this should be totally good. So I'll throw in a little bread. If you did have pasta, you could totally rinse it. You know, get it prepared and put it in the pot. Put it in your bowl so it's ready to top with the sauce and the shrimp. A lot of my nutrition clients really are interested in how to shop more effectively too. So I usually take these great meals and I usually spin them off into more meals so that you can use them over and over again and not have to shop for too many ingredients. So this would be great to turn into a nice lunch. Add this to another sauce as well. So again, this is a great meal that you can reinvent over and over again. So let's go back and take a look, see how we're doing. Excellent. You can see the shrimps are nice and pink. Awesome. Throw this in here. Perfect. Little parsley on top. Excellent. Delicious. It's an easy meal to make, definitely under 30 minutes, and 8 ingredients. So I hope you found this simple. You can check me out at holistiksimplistic.com. My name is Heather Wilhelm, a nutrition and wellness coach, and I hope to see you next week. Next dinner demonstration will be not the next Wednesday, but Wednesday after is bi-weekly. So thanks so much. See you soon. Bye.